Hey you guys, this is a really quick video about why did I choose to live in California. And this does relate to kind of spiritual practices actually, because part of the reason I moved to California was because of the energy here. So when I first visited here, I just felt something and I couldn't really explain it. And it's just like this overwhelming, like I can do energy that's out here. And a lot of people don't feel it, but I don't like to use the word empath because I feel like a lot of people are empaths, but I guess I just had that empathetic feeling or empath feeling. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this overwhelming sense like there's a lot of energy here. And I've actually read since that there's some kind of vortexes out here with a lot of amazing energy. And I don't know if it's also because we're near the Pacific Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean is so vast, because I grew up near the Gulf Coast, like the Gulf of Mexico, but maybe because it's more closed off. And also I used to live by the Mediterranean. I've lived a lot of places. I used to live by the Mediterranean. I used to live by the Persian Gulf. I know, crazy, right? But I didn't feel the same energy that I feel by the Pacific Ocean in California. And California and like Washington State and like northern Canada, northwestern Canada, or southwestern Canada are the only spots I've been on the Pacific. I haven't been to the Asian Pacific, so I don't know what it's like to be by the Asian Pacific. It may be amazing too, but I know as far as North American West Coast, I just feel an amazing energy. And even like being up in San Francisco, I felt a very similar energy. Like I feel like when I think of something, I can easily manifest it. And the closer I am to the ocean, the better it is, because when I first moved out here, I kind of felt like I already felt like I could do more than I used to be able to do when I lived down in the Southeast or in other places. But the closer I got to the beach, I noticed the better it was. And I lived in the valley briefly, and I'm actually up here right now. I didn't mean to make a face, but I lived in the valley. It was still better than living in the Southeast for me as far as manifestation. But I still, like, every time I would like even spend a day at the beach in Malibu or, Santa Monica, suddenly amazing things I noticed would happen, like just really, very quickly. So I ended up moving actually to Malibu for that reason. And I had this feeling like when I moved to Malibu, I know that I'm going to be covered. I didn't get a crazy expensive place. It's still probably more expensive than where a lot of people live in the rest of the United States, but I got a pretty reasonable priced rent for the area. And I have been provided for ever since. It's just really miraculous. But it seems to be because it's either easier for me to manifest, or it's easier to connect with my spirit guides and my ancestors. So it's something like that. I can't put my finger on it exactly, but that's why I moved to the West Coast, and that's why I ended up moving very close to the Pacific Coast. Like I'm only 2 blocks walking distance now from there. And yeah, it's pretty amazing. And if you have any knowledge about, why that is, or, what these vortexes are, if it's like we become more godlike the closer we are to those areas, or if we're able to connect with our spirit guides better, just let me know. And that's it for today.